I took a look at ChatGPT today. Interesting news out there about a reduction in the traffic to the website. Now, those numbers were interesting to me. Decreased by 9.7% from in June from May, while unique visitors to the site dropped 5.7%. That first number, 9.7, was from mobile traffic. Interesting to think about, of course, the complete craze around it, but where this cut is coming from. I think part of it is school's out, summer's out, summer's in session, so there aren't as many kids using it. But in addition to that, they've also launched their app, which is another part of it. There's new subscriber users. And so I wonder what the impact of that is going to be and whether or not we'll see those carve-outs kind of make up for that once those numbers start coming in, because all of these moves have been really recent. I mean,
I'm surprised, but not really surprised that the huge run-up in excitement, people wanting to hop on and check it out. What's it like? And then they kind of figure out, I think I've sort of done everything I can on ChatGPT. Right. I think that's sort of the issue, sort of a little dying down of enthusiasm, but maybe it might be something like, I think it's the plugins that might be interesting there. I know some travel sites have now added ChatGPT plugins to allow you to sort of search for different fares and things like that using their enhanced AI.
Sure.
Maybe that's where we're going to see some new applications that people might not think about on their own. How many times can I type in, write me a JavaScript code for tracking Tesla sales? And it's like, okay, but I'm not really a coder anyway, so what am I going to do with that? I tried it today, actually.
Are they impressed? Are you impressed with it?
It worked immediately, but it's, I don't know how to use it. I'm like, how do I plug it into our content management system? But,
we're learning a little bit about Pras's, research process on all this. But that also points to one of the big issues with ChatGPT, and that, of course, is the reliability, whether or not you can believe some of the information that it's spitting out. So, of course, when we have heard about some of the pushback with AI adoption and what exactly that's going to look like, that's one of the points that people consistently bring up, and for good reason. When it comes, though, to whether or not we've reached some level of maturity, because I think that's a big question out there, it's going to be pretty clear when September, October, November roll around, right? Because, Anj, to your point, people are out of school. A lot of this use case, at least initially in terms of early adopters, were younger people, students that were using it on a daily basis, weekly basis, to help with some of their assignments. So if we do see that sort of interaction, that interaction pick up, I think that's going to maybe alleviate some of the fears out there about maybe we have hit some sort of peak in terms of the excitement around ChatGPT. But when you take a look at survey after survey, all of them, nearly all of them, say that we're still in the very, very early innings of adoption, and what exactly the impact on the economy is going to be, we haven't even scratched the surface.
And I've seen that. My inbox is going to be very glad if the craze has worn out, because I can tell you that simple things like transcription services have been pitched to me as AI and ChatGPT related. So I'm happy about that.
I mean, I saw some wealth manager or one of the financial companies said that the AI is at 80% level of an incoming analyst right now in terms of capacity. So that's the scary part of where we're going to be with AI, I guess, in the future.
Yeah, and you bring up a good point just in terms of job replacement and what exactly that is going to look like, what jobs are at the most risk, how people who are in college right now or are going to college soon, how they should be thinking about their career, given the fact that some jobs could be replaced. A lot of those jobs are entry-level jobs, too.
Yeah.